This is Channels Television's breaking news.
And let's talk about the general ethnicity and society that we live in today, what it makes of the people that we call African Americans. And now, thinking about this entire topic, generally it obviously brings down to one thing, and that is racism. Now, racism is one thing that has been going on for centuries, and its minimum strength by people opposing its racial oppositions, and people not dividing themselves into groups such as the KKK and Donald Trump, as we have presidents of the United States.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you drink alcohol or smoke anything related to that?
I do both, but that's not the point here. Yes. That's not the point here, though. The argument is strictly about our president, Donald J. Trump, committing racial slurs in every interview of his, and this is a very, very serious proposition that I have to make today. Yes. This is something the media is showing us today.
James Trump?
Yes.
Are you trying to say Donald Trump is actually LeBron James in disguise?
I understand that I just talked about a whole proposition against racism and stuff, but listen, we all are Americans. We all know that racism is at its peak, and we shall be racist.
You just said like a little while ago that it was never gonna end, sir. I think you're
exactly. I'm not contradicting myself. I said we were gonna bring it at a minimum. I never said it's gonna end. I know it's not gonna end. You know it's not gonna end. So listen, we're back from break. We need to talk about a different topic. Forget Donald J. Trump. We need to talk about the war in Vietnam and the war in Japan. What was happening at the times, and I will tell you all about this. If you have any questions, please ask me right now before I start.
Well, sir, do you have any inside information on this alleged war?
I indeed do, and that is why I brought this whole topic up, because I want to talk about the war that occurred in Japan, and I want to talk much about it. I want to explain what happened and how it started out, and how the people of Japan paid, and how they suffered, and how the radiation of what's gonna I'm gonna explain it to you, what happened, and I'm about to right now. So let me begin. Japan had a deal, an agreement with the US, okay? And there was a little boy, a little man, his name was Ammajett. He was working with the US with a $300 million deal. And the US was paying him not money. It was, you know how they say bread? It was literal bread. This guy was eating 300 million pieces of bread a year. I don't know how that's possible. But again, we know that he was Ammajett, and we have that information. So as far as that, I'm going to speak about this situation. So we come to the fact.
First name or just that?
No, it was just Ammajett. They used this man's fart to bomb Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So they took his fart and they literally atomic bombed. So it wasn't okay. So let me tell you something. Another thing. In high school, we are taught that Nagasaki and Hiroshima were bombed, yes?
Yes, sir.
They were atomic bombed, yes?
Yes.
That's a lie. They were farted on by this guy named Ammajett.
And do you have any valid proof of this?
Yes, I have a friend, his brother. So I talked to my friend. Yes, I talked. No. Listen. I talked to his brother about this, and he told me that Ammajett is his twin nigger brother. Well, that's what he calls it. Yes, he calls it his twin nigger brother. I'm not even lying to you, okay? I have video proof of this. I could show you, I could show the media, and it doesn't matter, because as long as there's proof, that's all that counts, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So this boy, this man, Ammajett, he goes and what he does is specifically fart on Japan, and the entire shit blows up. Like
a big doo-doo?
Nah, there was just like a and the entire fucking Japan just blew up. You know, like that shit deteriorated, bro. Like That shit was gone, my brother. You understand what I'm saying? History has many lessons, but this wasn't the lesson. This was a massacre. This was a genocide, my brother. Let me tell you.
I'll take your word for it.
Ammajett is a whole different story. He used to be a Native American white boy. He was Native American, but he was white. And he used to work in Bollywood movies.
So what were you saying about the cakes? Wait, did you, sir, do you think he owns a bakery?
No, that's his brother. His brother owns a bakery.
His brother, and oh, he gave his brother the $100 tip. I remember.
Yes,
if I recall, it was on that one Muslim holiday named Eid.
We need to talk about this very particularly because
sir,
what
your
we
English
do.
is type chopped.
Listen, it doesn't matter because Ammajett is going to come after us, and we're not going to do jack shit about it. Now, let me tell you something. You want to know? Yeah. This whole time I've been a spy sent by Ammajett himself. We will find you, and we will find you. I will throw my $100 bill at your face. It will transform into a bakery, and I will give you cakes and bakery and pastries until you blow up.
Wait, sir, quick question.
Yes, sir?
The Fahim Ammajett, I think that's the person I know.
Yes, sir. You need to understand that Fahim Ammajett was a friend of yours, you know. You know, Ammajett is a Fahim's friend.
Italian shove a baguette up your nostril. Yes, sir. What were you saying?
You don't understand Italian. You know, you need some mozzarella and you put it on Fahim. He eats it all. That's why we need to make more.
Your nostril.
You don't understand still. You see, Fahim, he used to be a good person. Then his brother came. And his name was Ammajett. And then he put the mozzarella on the pizza and ate it all. And then we died. You understand? Eh? You understand? Eh? You understand?
Sir.
I think I'm having a heart attack.
You understand? You understand?